Tonight is Geoff Akers from Loxley Jerseys, Talagrippin in Victoria.
Well, we've got a lot of long-established jersey studs here tonight, and I think it's fabulous, you know, to think that they've been going as long as they have. Loxley was established 1951, 72 years ago, by Roy Akers and his family, and now by Geoff and Natalie, and assisted by Geoff's brother Murray, and I see Lloyd here tonight as well. It's a great help. Serious production cows. There's a better farmer in the country than Geoff Akers. I'd like to know who he is. Geoff Akers is currently the Vice President of the Jersey Australia, but his involvement with Dairy Australia and Murray Water and Murray Dairy and water councils and so many other industry politics, I think it's an indeed enormous value to the Jersey breeder that you can have someone like this with this talent involved in your breed. Loxley was a great user, and you heard me mention it before earlier on, of Elenco blood. They used an enormous amount of Elenco blood and were early users of AI and used great AI bulls from around the world. And I've always been keen to introduce new female genetics and sell them. But you know, we talk about the Great Australian Award and the Great Southern Award. Just have a listen to this. In 2000, Loxley won the Age Cow and the Grand Champion of the Great Southern with Blaine Lilly 11. In 2006, with the Stound Iris 4, they won the Age Cow and Grand Champion of the Great Southern. In 2010, with the Stound Iris 8, they won the Age Cow and Grand Champion. In 2013, with Elton Buttercup, they won the 2-year-old Great Southern. In 2014, with Futurity Iris, they won the Age Cow and Grand Champion. In 2015, with Resurrection Peace, they won the 5-year-old. And the same year, with Badger Iris 4, won the Age Cow and Grand Champion. In 2017, with Futurity Iris, they won the Age Cow. 2019, with Valentino Empress, they won the 3-year-old Great Southern. The Great Australian, in 2017, they won with Badger Iris, the Age Cow and Grand Champion. And in 2020, with Valentino Empress, they won the Great Australian 3-year-old. Yes, Loxley have had 9 Great Southern winners, 4 Grand Champions and 2 Great Australians. I doubt any prefix gets near it. It's pretty amazing. You can't think of Loxley if you don't think of those incredible Astound daughters that they had. Genetics Australia, the Anthony Shelley here from Genetics Australia used that photograph of those rear udders of those great daughters of Astound. They're just incredible cows, all bred by Loxley. When we look at the bulls that are in the system, Invincible's the number 4 proven sire now, and then you've got bulls like Izuku and Orimple and the high type Ventura. Loxley is the number 26 BPI herd in the country and has the number 6 cow in the breed. They won the 2-year-old milk at IDW with the Hatman Dolly. And just recently, they had a cow called Hatman Mari classified excellent 94. They had 2 cows go excellent 93 and an amazing 9 cows go excellent 92. It's an incredible effort. To achieve this, they've had this Master Breeder Award. They've had 9 elite brood cows, 63 elite production cows and 8 elite type cows. I've had the good fortune to go through and look at the cattle at Loxley. You can't stop looking at them. They're that super dairy cows. I was there just recently before your Federal Council annual Jersey meeting, Dairy Finest sale, to look at that wonderful young cow they sold, and the cows were coming up the lane. Geoff was away, and just an amazing herd of cows. So Geoff Akers, and to your family at Loxley, the contribution that you've all put in over a long, long time, we go back 72 years, is much appreciated by Jersey Australia and by the industry. Geoff, your knowledge is really still untapped. And we're so very fortunate to have someone like you involved in the registered dairy world. Your knowledge of the industry. I had breakfast with Geoff up at Coffs Harbour, and you just listen to him for a few moments and you can't stop learning. it's wonderful. So thank you very much for your tremendous contribution to the Jersey breed, the wonderful, wonderful cows that Loxley have bred and continue to breed. Congratulations on your Master Breeder Award.
It's far too steamy today. She'll throw the old rolls in the dryer. It was wishful thinking anyway. Out there a little south of Townsville, the monsoonal rains begin to fall. No wonder a man's a heavy drinker. Too hot to do much else, that's for sure. You don't need a shed in northern Queensland.
Thank you, Brian, for those words. Very much appreciated. Thank you to Jersey Australia for introducing this award. There's a bald bloke over here called Rowan Sprunt, as we all know, but we had another little bald bloke in our club in Northern Victoria, and God, he used to bang on about the fact that we should do a Master Breeder Award. And it's a bit sad that Ron Baker wasn't able to be here tonight, but eventually we moved it on and told Jersey Australia they should do something about it, and it's just fantastic. And you know, we've had to name something after Ron already at Jersey Australia, but it's just great tonight, and I know Ron would have been absolutely thrilled to be here at this event and see what he was sure that should have been something that should have occurred in the Jersey breed, which many other of us would have. But as Rowan would know, we had many a meeting with Ron banging on about what should be in a master breeder, and we're certainly happy that that occurred tonight. I'd like to thank family, of course. As we said, 72 years is a long time. Established by my grandfather. Really, for my father, when he left college, he didn't want an orchard and wanted to go dairy farming, and very fortunate that he got into Jerseys, and it's a breed that I've loved all the way through, and even more special in recent times in that they bought a cow from Travascus over at Tongala in 1952, and there a couple of weeks ago we got a 94-point cow with that family we'd had for 71 years this year, and that's just really great. They've been a high production family and not always that strong a type family, but they've always, you know, they feature in the elite production cows that contribute to this award tonight very strongly. Some of those other families, I think it is worth mentioning, because there's another stud I think that comes up a lot tonight, and when I came home to the farm in the mid-90s, when I left the department, there was a sale down at Denison. I reckon most of the people in this room tonight were there, and Arthur Riderhand had two sales 12 months apart. I went down to both sales, of course, went to the first one, and had this cow in mind before I left. Her name was Denfield, Iris N17 or 27. I got to the sale and thought, oh God, I can't take this cow home. She had the slopiest rump you'd ever seen on earth, and anyway, she came in and I took her home for $1,300. She was a 3-year-old. The next 4 months, her rump flattened out like I've never seen a cow's rump flattened out, and she got 90 points. She bred me something like 13 between 90 and 94 point daughters, and away went the Iris family, and they've been tremendous for us. I went back the next year. Keith Green claims the Iris family too. He says they go way back there. I went back the next year, and I bought a cow called a Judge Admiral designer cow, and Alan Klein assures me they go back to his place originally too, and they went on and they would also feature in those elite brood cows and elite production cows. Two families that have gone on and also been very, very strong cow families, and go back to Denison Park. And just as a note, I had a neighbour who owned a farm around the corner from us and near my paddock, and had to drive past this farm quite regularly. And Luke Wallace is always nodding because it was his uncle. and he had some. He was a brown Swiss man, but he had these jerseys, and he had a couple of good ones there, and I had a couple of brown Swiss, and he wanted them. And that was a good thing because he had these couple of good jerseys, and they were real good jerseys. And one was an outstanding Leicester Buttercup cow that he got from Phillips's Bindi, but it went back to Denison Park as well. And it gets to the point that a heap of the brood cows and production cows and type cows here are also Buttercups that go back to Denison Park as well along the way before they went back to Maloney's, where in actual fact after we got the 94 point cow recently, Dick Scoons is the local historian. He tries to outdo Brian. Leslie tells me, well, that Maori cow goes back to the first cow that PJ Maloney registered in 1916. So anyway, thanks very much, and congratulations to all the other winners. It's a huge honour for our family to accept this tonight, and very privileged to be with the other 10 initial master breeders. Thank you.